real quick on how to create levels. So I've already went ahead and opened up I think it was a default project residential. So um, I would say open that up so you can follow along. You can also open up some of the other ones as well. They'll have usually the same type of families and stuff associated with them, so you should be able to follow along pretty easily. Um, Unless you have a template that has everything wiped out of it. Even that, you still have like elevation stuff and some of the system families and things, but still, I would go with one of the default out of the box ones for this. But enough with that. What I'll do now is create some levels, and the first thing we want to do is so this is the first view that pops up, and so this is the plan view. We come over here the floors and see that it's the first floor plan. So I want to go to an elevation, so I'll go to the south. You can come down here and press on this arrow, um, or you can come down here, uh, find the south elevation, go into it. So there's already levels created in this one, but I'm going to remove some of them, and we're just going to go ahead and create some new ones. The reason why levels are so important is because a lot of your elements are associated with those if you think about it like planes. So, when you're creating anything that you're trying to place somewhere, it needs to sit on something and be associated with it. And then from there on out, you build off of that. So, because anything else, if you were only to go off of one plane, then everything else would have to be based off of generic elevations. So it's like almost a hierarchy of ways to deal with the data a little bit easier. Because nonetheless, this is still elevated based off of a specific a specific X and Y axis. But when these levels are placed in here, the elements within the project are associated with them, and then you can better organize the entire project and all the modeled elements. So I'm gonna go ahead and come up here to first floor, and we'll just kind of redo these ones. And that there, it prompted us to tell us that it was deleting that and also deleting it out of the corresponding views. So that would be like the some of the floor plans that were associated with those views and 3D if there was any. So the first thing, so you can come up here to what is it? Datum. So come up here to the datum, which is underneath the architecture tab. So over here on the datum panel is your levels. You can go ahead and draw them one by one that way. Um, that's one way you can do that. If you have specific offsets that you want, then something else you could do is come down here and copy and offset it a specific amount. Um, you could also, what is it, create similar and then offset it a specific amount from there as well, and then draw them. So 10, let's say 10 feet, we'll draw it, and then we have it. So I'm going to delete that just to show you this real quick. So it's just letting us know that it's deleting that, it's removing it. I'm going to press OK, so it removes that. It's going to sequentially keep up with that. It's back there in the database somewhere, but it's just going to keep going up level by level by every time that I create that. But if I go in there, create one, we can then change it by just double clicking in there. Let's say level 1. So, uh, when it says would you like to rename corresponding views, it's talking about all your other views that are associated with that level. So if you're creating sheets based off of that level, like level one floor plan, uh, level one electrical floor plan, level one mechanical floor plan, this will update. It will change that to if we're using L any kind of um, like LVL for level instead of level, spelling it out. It would update to every view that has it on there. So depending on how your standards are, you may or may not want that. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. That's what I'm used to. We had where I currently work. It's our standard to name them a little bit different than what it is named in here. So, but that all varies too. So some of the things that you can see in here is that there's different ways that you can adjust them so that you can visually see them a little bit better. You can do stuff like this, pull it out, pull this in and out. Um, you can also, if you come over here, you can actually turn this off and come over here and turn it on over here, have it on both sides, depending on how you want the views to show. You can see down here the way that they have it built out. So that's somewhat of an overview of levels. There's a bit more you can do with them, but this is the basics of just getting one set up. Uh, we can go ahead and create one more. Um, I'll come up here. Uh, just want to check that quick key shortcut, and that's LL for level. And I'm actually going to copy it and just move it up so many feet. So that is one cool thing is when you do come in here and after you update level, whatever it is, um, level 2, whatever, the next, whatever sequential number that you're trying to use, it will it will go to the next one. So uh, that's nice, especially if you start back over. I'm gonna rename this real quick. And there, you can also see, yeah, after after updating it, it changes the number one by one after the other. So I hope this helps. Please let me know if there's anything I missed or anything else you want to learn. I really appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, comment. Let me know how I'm doing on these. And also, again, thanks a lot.